the holidays, so I'm sorry for the background noise. I just watched Rebel Moon and I have some opinions. As is the trend with a bunch of movies this year, this is a film that will be a part 1 and have a sequel or multiple follow-up movies, who knows. And unlike them, its sequel comes out in April. And that would have been promising if the film just ended like that and was going to have a sequel. I just felt like after the film did its main objective, which was bring all our main protagonists together, it was just like, yeah, we will just end the movie here. In the sense that it gave somewhat of a definitive end. Do not get me wrong, they still added that sense of a cliffhanger at the end, that there's this overlooming bad guy, the job isn't finished. But what I'm trying to say is that it felt like something that they just finished the story and they were like, let's see how everyone will react to this film, and if it does well, we'll do a sequel in, I don't know, 2 or 3 years, which is dumb because its sequel, as I mentioned, just comes out in 5 months. Another problem I had with it were its characters, but honestly, the fact that all this film was crammed in just 2 hours is insane. We really got nothing for any of them in that main group, as well as the 2 main characters, which you see in like 90% of the film. Like, at least the main girl, let me care about her. I really did not feel any which way for her. Every introduction was just like a competition to see whose recruitment would be faster than the next. Even the mighty brother and sister rebels that they talk about throughout the film, when you get to finally meet them, there's like no sense of satisfaction to see them. Well, one other character that I did enjoy in the film was Admiral Atticus. Thought it was Nicholas Hoult at first, but I checked and I saw it was played by Ed Skrein, who was also the antagonist in the first Deadpool film. But yeah, out of all of them, he was my favorite. Not really a high bar to set, but he was fun in it, and that's just about it. Film overall had some good visuals here and there, but for the most part, it felt like it was filmed in a green warehouse. So that took away from the immersion that I got from it. And yeah, I forgot to mention, this is a Zack Snyder film, so don't forget his dark and brown color grading on this film. I know it's not the perfect utopia or the good civilization, but you don't have to make everything gloomy and dark. Even when we got some flashback segments that brought out a brighter environment that looked happy and everything, there was still this like gloomy brown bloom. We just can't have happiness with this guy. And also, concerning Zack Snyder, this would not be a Zack Snyder film without a few slow motion shots. Surprisingly, there were not a lot in this, but you still see a few. Also a bit disappointed that after all that hype that this would be a Zack Snyder Star Wars rip-up film, it was now toned down. Thought it was going to be rated R, really disappointed it wasn't, and was really expecting to see like dismemberment with the laser sword stuff, but we just got burn marks that we see in the normal Star Wars films, and the action in general just felt very weightless. Like, I'm pretty sure that they had a 4-hour R-rated director cut out there. We were just presented this but with incomplete rendering, and that was weird because this is a Netflix movie and it's just going to be in cinemas, mind you, selected cinemas, for like a week. So generally there's never really any theatrical profit. That's never really the goal for Netflix. So why dump it as a PG-13 film? Even some lines in it felt like they were supposed to get like a previous scene that reflected that line, but they had removed it just to fit that PG-13 quota. Film also includes a lot of dumb decisions made by characters. Like the start, their master plan was to be good, hard-working slaves, and they thought that that would keep them alive. It was just funny because when that one guy brought it up, they made that guy sound like he was Jimmy Neutron or something. Are the people in this Zack Snyder universe just dumb in general? Also in the start, there was this introduction to our protagonist, and they have this fight sequence, and the bad guys are just holding someone down. Like, your people are getting beat up here. The 2 of you don't need to be holding this one guy down. But overall, this film isn't great, and I really wanted to enjoy it and like it. But I'll be very optimistic that this can be a fleshed out story in the sequel, and maybe its director's cut will help this part 1's case. But don't know if it's more concerning for Zack Snyder or the studios that he works for, that he always needs these cuts. But that's just my opinion with this film so far. Thank you for watching this video. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you're new. Happy holidays, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.